one execute query method. Okay. Execute method suitable to execute which type of queries? DDL queries. Okay. For execute update suitable to execute DML queries. Execute query DQL queries. Create demo. Now we'll see other programs. Say execute method suitable to execute DDL queries, execute update method suitable to execute DML queries, execute query method suitable to execute DQL queries. These three methods are in statement interface I given. You have seen yesterday creating table. Creating table you have seen. Through Java program you have seen. See, system manager connected. See, yesterday we created one table. Describe student. See, table name student. In that roll number, number 3, name, varchar to 10, marks, number 3. These all are given. Okay. Now select star from student. There is no record. See, no rows selected. Now I want to insert a record. I want to insert a record. Okay. Now for that I'll write program. You have seen two programs you have seen. One is connection demo, one is create demo. Demo also connection demo only. Now I'll create one more program. I'll write one more. Say click new class. Suppose I want to insert record. Class name I'm writing insert demo. Main method select finish. Now, first of all, loading a JDBC driver is common. No change. Up to establishing connection, it will be same every program. So how to load the driver? Class dot for name. Here we have to pass driver class. What is the driver class? Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. Okay. Next connection. Connection con equal to driver manager dot get connection. How many parameters? Which type? String type. What is the first string? URL. What is the URL? JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon at localhost 1521 XC. Next, system manager. Okay. With this connection established. Okay. This is common code for every program. After establishing a connection, performing the task is different. Okay. Performing the task is different. Now I want to insert one record. See here we don't have any record. Select star from student. No rows selected. So there is no record. I want to insert record. For insert record, insert query we have to write. Insert query. Insert query is DDL query or DML query or DQL query? DML query. For executing DML queries, which method suitable? Execute update. Execute update method in which interface? Statement. First we record statement. For getting statement interface reference, which method you have to call? Which method? Create statement. Create statement method in which interface? Connection interface. Yesterday given, you can see. Now, my task is I want to insert one record. My task is I want to insert one record. Say, yesterday you have seen how to create table. Okay. Now, this is you have seen yesterday. This is you have seen yesterday. Creating table you have seen. Now, with the Java program, I want to insert a record. Now, yesterday through Java application, I send one create query. Then table created with these 3 fields, with these 3 data types. Table created. That is you have seen. Now through Java application, I want to insert record. So I want to insert record. Now here, suppose I want to insert roll number 1, name of the student, marks of the student, like this. Now, if you want to insert, for insert query required, insert query, is it DDL query or DML query or DQL query? DML query. For executing DML queries, which method is suitable? Execute update method suitable. Execute update method in which interface? Statement interface. For getting statement reference, which method you have to call? Create statement method you have to call. The create statement method in which interface? Connection. So already we have connection. With this connection reference, can I call that method? Yes. What is the return type of create statement method? So something statement STMT equal to connection reference dot create statement. Okay. Now statement created. With this, execute update. Execute update. You can write SQL query. What we are trying to insert a record? Insert into student values. Roll number, name of the student, marks of the student. That's it. Okay. Say insert into student values. Roll number, name, marks. Now inserted. So it is over. Now, after inserting record, one message. Now, here, one record inserted successfully. Okay, one record inserted successfully. Now, here we are getting error. Here we are getting error about driver manager, not found, and try catch blocks. These all we are getting error. For these all shortcut keys are there. I'll explain, not completed. Say, if I press one shortcut key, driver manager imported. Say driver manager imported. If I use one shortcut key, then try catch blocks automatically comes. So try catch blocks. It's over. Say in this total program, these import statements I didn't write. This class I didn't write. This main method I didn't write. Try catch blocks I didn't write. Exact task code only are written. This task code also, for name method automatically comes. Get connection automatically comes. Create statement automatically comes. Execute update automatically comes. So maximum code generated by Eclipse only. Maximum code generated automatically. Okay. Very few lines of code be written. That is only rapid application development is possible. Now, if I execute this program, record is going to be inserted. Now, present you see no rows selected. There is no record. Now, I'll execute this program. You observe. Say insert demo. Right click. Run as Java application. Okay. Now, one record inserted successfully. Okay, one record inserted successfully. Now you can check whether inserted or not. See here, select star from student. Say previously it has shown no row selected. Now one record inserted. So through Java program, I send SQL query. Through Java program. Through Java program, I send SQL query to insert a record. Then one record inserted here. That is you have seen. Okay. Say yesterday program, today program, what's the difference? You observe only one line. Execute place, execute update. That's it. One line. Advanced Java, very simple. 1, 2 programs. If you know further programs, you can write. Again, next topic, solid comes no. At the time, again, 2, 3 programs. If you learn, remaining topics becomes easy. Remaining concepts becomes easy. So almost the same style will be there. This is a program to insert a record. Now, instead of writing individual import statement, try catch blocks, I'll make it star. Just note down program to insert a record. Program to insert a record. Here in the place of this connection, I'll make it star. Then these all no need to write. Not done. Program to insert a record. Program to insert a record. Program to insert a record. See, yesterday I used execute method. Now execute update method. Now any method, any query you can execute, but suitable. I'll explain. Insert into student values. Roll number, name, marks. These values, how to pass dynamically also you'll see. Dynamic SQL queries, if you want to execute, prepared statement required. First statement I'll complete. After that, prepared statement I'll explain. Then these values dynamically we can pass. First, you are learning statement interface. Is it over? Say, here driver class loaded, here connection established between Java application and Oracle database. After that, statement created to execute static SQL queries. And here one static SQL query written insert query. This query passed to database. They're executed. Then one record inserted. After that, one message. If any problem occurred while executing these all, control jumps to catch block, error message comes. So program successfully executed. That is the reason we got it. One record inserted successfully. That is confirmation purpose. I opened SQL prompt. You have seen here inserted. Okay. Is it clear? Now, any DDL query, yesterday program same. Any DML query, this program same. Only this SQL query you have to change. Any DML query, Java program is same. Only SQL query, insert, place, update, delete, and whatever DML queries comes now, all you can use. So SQL query only different, but Java program is same. This complete Java code is same. Only SQL query different. Okay. Say yesterday you have seen one DDL query. DDL query. The DDL query you have seen create table name, roll number, number 3, name, varchar 210, marks, number 3, like this you have seen. Okay. This is one SQL query you studied. Today one SQL query you studied. Insert into student values. Roll number, name of the student, marks of the student, like this you have seen. See, here, this is SQL. This is SQL. Okay. Create table. We are creating table. Which table? Student table. In that, what are the fields? Roll number, name, marks. Roll number, which type? Number type. Maximum 3 digits. Name, which type? Varchar 2 type. It is equivalent to string. It is equivalent to integer. In Java language, integer. Oracle database, number. In Java language, string. In Oracle database, varchar 2. And how many characters maximum? 10. Marks, number 3. Like this. With this table created. Insert into student values. Roll number, name, marks. Inserted. These 2 queries you have seen. This is called DDL query. That's what I selected execute method. This is DML query. I selected execute update method. Now I want to execute select query. Now select star from student. This query I want to execute. Select star from student. Then which method required? Execute query required. Execute query. This query, execute query method you have to use to execute DQL queries. For this, again statement required. Now, one task I'll explain how to retrieve records from database. Online students, end of the session and clarify your doubts. Listen the class and write the notes. Now, here, these 3. Create query, insert query, select query. Yesterday program, create query. Okay, that is you have seen. Here, create demo in this program. In this program, you observe this SQL query only different. Java program is same. Now, alter also you can write, drop also you can write. This Java program is same. No change. Just now you have seen insert demo. Here, this SQL query only different. Update query, delete query, you can write any DML query. This Java program same. So One example you have seen DDL. One more example you have seen DML. Now you are going to see one more example DQL. Okay. This is how to retrieve. These two very simple, but this one many methods are there to call. I'll show you. First of all, you observe. Our task, I'll explain. Our task. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. Listen the class with concentration. Your doubts, end of the session, I'll clarify. Every day I'm giving time. At the time you can ask, say, Oracle database, student table. Suppose, assume there are 2-3 records. Roll number, name, marks. Roll number, name, marks. Suppose here, roll number, name of the student, marks of the student, roll number, name of the student, marks of the student. Like this, suppose, assume 3 records are there in database. Okay. Now, through Java application, I'll send SQL query. Java application. With this, one SQL query I'll pass. Now, SQL query. SQL request. Then SQL response. Now, through Java application, I want to retrieve data from database. For that, query required. Select star from student. Select star from student required. Select a query DDL or DML or DQL. DQL. If you want to execute DQL, which method required? Execute query. The notes, execute query method, return type, what was there? Return type. Execute method type. One interface. So here. Now, if you want to retrieve the data from database, execute, you have to call. Execute query method, you have to call. Okay. Now see. Execute query method, we have to call. Now you observe. Now listen with more concentration. See. New class. Suppose select a demo. Select a demo, main method. Finish. Now, here, class dot for name, it is common. Okay. Like Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. It is common. Next, connection. It is also common. Driver manager dot get connection. Now, it is also common. JDBC colon, Oracle colon, thin colon at localhost 1521XE. Next, system. Next, manager. This is every program, it is same. Okay. Every program, it is same. This connection establishment code is same. Say connection not imported. I imported. Now. Now you observe, we are executing static SQL queries. For executing static SQL queries, which interface required? Statement. What do you have to do? Statement STMT equal to connection reference dot create statement. Okay. Now it is created. Yesterday, one program you have seen with statement only. Which method we called yesterday? Execute. STMT dot execute. Here if I write select star from student. If I write, what will happen? Query executed. query executed, but you will not get the data. Program will run successfully, but you will not get the data. That's what this is not suitable. Today you have seen one program, execute update. It is also query executed, but it is not suitable. You will not get the data because execute method, execute update method not suitable for DQL queries. Return type Boolean and integer is there, and that is not suitable. But total data as a one object format required. For that, execute query method you have to call. Execute query method, return type, what was there? What is there? See, result set. Result set. That is we have tried. What we have tried? Give me answer. Result set RS equal to what we have tried? STMT dot execute query. Here we have tried query. Now select star from student. I written. Now what is happened is the total data, whatever is there in the table, the total data, whatever is there in the table, this total data as an object it comes. That object referred by RS. That object referred by RS. But actually here result set nothing but it is interface. It is interface reference. Can we create object to interface? Can we create object to interface? Give me answer. Voice is low means you are not confident. Can we create object to interface? No. Interfaces cannot be created. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated. You cannot create object. Cannot create object to abstract class. Cannot be instantiated. Interface cannot be instantiated. You studied. Can we create reference to interface? Yes, we can create reference. For example, interface A. A is on interface. A is on interface. Now, is this line is valid? OB equal to new A. Is it valid? Now it is interface. Is this line is valid? No, it is not valid. Objects cannot be created to interface. Interface initiated. We cannot create object. It is wrong. Not possible. Suppose class B implements A. Implements A. Now, can I create like this? AOB equal to new B. Is it valid or not valid? Valid. Object created to B class. Reference created to interface. A interface. So, objects you cannot create. Reference you can create. But that reference refers subclass object. So, AOB equal to new. It is valid. It is valid. Here, this is the code I given. In this code, here A object created or B object created? Which object created? B object created. Object is right side. Object is right side. So object is created to B class. This object referred by A reference. A reference. So it is a reference. It refers B object. So A reference refers B object. Is it valid or not valid? Valid. Okay, it is valid. Subclass object assigned to super interface reference. This concept is called upcasting. With upcasting feature, it is valid. Now, here A is an interface, B is a class. Here B class object created. That object referred by A reference. Okay. Now, you cannot create but you can create references for interfaces. In this program happening, whenever this query is created, executed, the total data of this table, student table, 3 columns are there, 3 records are there. This total data comes that object referred by RS. But which object? Result set subclass object. Which is result set subclass? Inside the driver software. That class name hidden for us. Because you already studied these all interfaces implemented in driver software. All notes already given. All JDBC interfaces are implemented in a driver software by driver vendors. Given no? This interface already implemented in one class. That class is a part of driver software. That class is not required to us. Not required. Reason, how many drivers? Hundreds of drivers are there. In every driver class, but our interface is same. Every driver, every database driver is different. Then driver is different means that subclass also different. Say example, it is A. A is an interface. Okay. This A interface implemented in B class. This A interface implemented in C class. This A interface implemented in D class. This A interface implemented in E class. This A interface implemented in F class. Can we implement like or no? Now that is A interface. It is B class, C class, D class, E class, F class. Okay. Like this classes. Like this. Now, like this we have. Now, you observe. Here, A is an interface. A is an interface. These all classes. These all classes. Okay. A is the interface. These all classes. Suppose there is one method, show. It is abstract method. It is abstract method. Okay. Now, this A interface inherited in B class. A interface inherited in B class. Is it compulsory to override show method here? Yes, compulsory. You have to override. Here, is it compulsory to override? Yes. Here, is it compulsory? Yes. Here, is it compulsory? Yes. Is it compulsory? Yes. These all concrete methods. These all concrete methods. Okay. Now, here, A OB equal to dash. OB dot show. OB equal to dash. Can we create object to A interface? Give answer. No. Can we create object to B class? Suppose I'll write here new B. Is it valid? Yes, no. Now, if I call ob.show, which method called? B class show method called. Okay. Suppose if I write here new C, which class show method called? C class. Here, if I write new D, which class show method called? D class. This is JDBC. Here B, C, D we are passing now. That is driver. Now JDBC code is same, only different. Got a point? AOB equal to new. then ob dot show, this show method called aob equal to new c, ob dot show, this show method called aob equal to new d, ob dot show, this show method called aob equal to new e, then ob dot show, this show method called. Now whatever I written no, that is like a JDBC code. Whatever we are passing new b, new c, new d, it's like a driver. You observe, JDBC code is fixed, same, no change. What's the difference? Only driver different. But here driver software only different. Remaining JDBC same. This is how it is possible with interfaces possible. Just assume this interface is not declared. This show method not declared. Then is it compulsory to write show methods? No. Then what will happen? Oracle driver, one method they'll write. MySQL driver, one more method they'll write. And this DB2 driver, one more method they'll write. Derby driver, then one more method they'll write. Other database, they'll write one more method. Then what will happen? In Oracle database, one method. MySQL, one more method. SQL server, one more method. DB2, one more method. Derby, one more method. MS Access, one more method. Then total JDBC is different. JDBC with Oracle one type. JDBC with MySQL one type. JDBC with SQL server one type. Then who will face the problem? Java programmers will face the problem. That is the reason here these classes different, interface is same. Here also result set interface same, but result set interface same. Result set interface subclass will be there, no? That will be different. That will be different. Suppose here, if I print system.out.println rs, what will be the output comes? Class name at hexadecimal format. We studied in Core Java class. If I print rs, now rs is a object reference. It refers one object, that object class name print. That means this interface in which class implemented, that class name printed. That class printed at symbol printed, hash code in hexadecimal format printed. You can see that. You observe. If I run this program, see, run as Java application. Okay. 1 minute. Here result set not imported, as well as try catch blocks I didn't write. Now I'll run. You observe. Right click, run as Java application. Okay. See, you are getting one class name. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle result set impl. Now, result set interface implemented Oracle result set impl. This program I'm running with, what Oracle driver related came. This program you run in SQL driver, SQL class comes. This DB2 class, RB class comes. That driver subclass, that driver related classes, that is package name also coming, oracle.jdbc.driver. This result set interface implemented in this class, but this class is only for Oracle database. This program, if you run MySQL, if you want to run, what you have to do? This driver you have to change. This URL you have to change. This username, password you have to change. Same program you run in another class. DB2. What? So subclass interface is same. Because JDBC with Oracle also, JDBC with MySQL also, JDBC with SQL Server interfaces. If interface concept was not there, JDBC with Oracle one course, JDBC with MySQL one course, JDBC with DB2 one course, different courses. Then what happen? Suppose you paid JDBC with Oracle. After again you have to come to Amir. Happen. But now what will happen? No need to come. What you have to change? Only driver. Open Google. Type for JDBC driver for DB2. Search. One driver comes. That driver name you pass. And type for driver URL for JDBC DB2 driver. Then URL comes. That URL write. Then your JDBC total, whatever you learn, no, that is same. After joining in the company, if they give another database, driver, URL, password, that's it. Remaining JDBC codes, because of interfaces. So while learning core Java, where we use interface, many doubts. Clear interface concept. So this is interface. If interface concept was not there, JDBC, Solid, JSP, every database, every server different, every browser different. Java programmer will face it. Okay. Here. If you want to change the database, you need to change here driver. You need to change URL, username, password. Only these four you have to change. After changing, same program you run. Then what will be happen is here another class name. Because result set interface implemented in Oracle database, this class. Result set interface implemented in DB2 database, one more class. Result set interface implemented in Derby database, one more class. Those class names are not required for us. Okay. Those classes we don't require. That part is hidden. That hidden part I have shown. That part is unnecessary, required. Whoever will develop driver for them. So for them required, not for you. Now you studied abstraction principle. Abstract class interface related to abstraction principle only, no? Now what is abstraction? Providing necessary information and hiding unnecessary information. Now result set is necessary. Oracle row set result set IMPL is unnecessary. That class is unnecessary for you. That is not provided. So providing necessary, hiding unnecessary information is called abstraction. So total advanced Java abstraction. You observe connection also interface. Statement also interface. Result set also interface. But where these all implemented? In driver software. But driver class, one class appears. But actually not a one class. That class having association with other classes. Having relationships. Now Oracle driver class. Oracle result set IMPL class. Having relationship. Is a relationship, has a relationship, is studied, no? That concept applied. For you, it appears driver as a one class. That class having relationships with many classes. So there are, for you, driver class name, one class appears. But it is not a normal one class. Many classes will relationship with these classes. Set of classes will be there. Those classes unnecessary. Only main class you have to provide. Then driver loaded. With that associate also automatically loaded. Oracle driver having association with other classes. Having association with other classes. Okay, like that. Here, this part is unnecessary for us. This part is unnecessary for us. Now, actually, my task is I want to retrieve data from database. I want to retrieve data from database. Select star from student. If you write, what will happen? This data, this total data, this total as a one object, it comes. This object is which class object? Oracle PL class object. This object referred by RS. This object referred by RS. What is this RS? Result set. Result set type. Result type. So this result set interface implemented in this class. That object contains data. But here, if I give diagram like this, this is only for Oracle. But this class name will be different for other database, no? That is the reason we don't require this concept. This is only, we'll call it as result set. That result set, that object is, the object only will call it as result set. Because that part is hidden for us. Hidden part I have shown. That is unnecessary. That's what here. After getting result set, now after getting result set methods you have to call to display output. First you should know about result set. Note down. Note down. Result set is an object that encapsulates set of rows from database. Result set is an object. It's set of rows. Result set is an object that encapsulates rows from database. Result set is an object that encapsulates set of rows from database. See, you are learning how to retrieve data from database. For retrieving data from database, we will execute select query. Execute query method required. But execute query method return type result set. That is your learning. If you pass select a star from student, this SQL query passed to database. In the database, all records grouped together as a one object. That object return. Object referred by RS. But which object? That subclass object. The subclass object, which class? In Oracle, that class. In MySQL, one more class. DB2, one more class. That's what that class name is not required. The object only call it as result set. Object only you call it as result set. Okay. That object referred by RS. After getting object data, you have to extract if you want to display. Because if you display like hash code printed, we don't require hash code. What we'll do? We cannot do anything. We cannot perform operation on hash code because no pointers in Java. Pointers are there, we can perform some operations on memory. But hash code is like address. Hash code like address. You cannot perform single operation on hash code. But internally, many things are there. That is just like a pointer type only internally. Now, after getting result set, we have to display the data. This total data as a one object, it comes here. As a one object comes. That object data we have to display. That object data we have to display. How to display? I'm going to show. Now, what is an object? You call it as object because actually that is subclass object. But which is subclass we do not know. We have to call it as this is only object according to specification. Now, here I written select star from student. Then all records comes. But suppose I select star from student where roll number equal to, then how many comes? One record. Suppose if I select star from student where marks are greater than or equal to 80, more than 80 comes. Suppose select roll from student, then name will not come. So, here, what this object contains, we cannot predict based on. That's what, right? Next point. Result set on SQL query. Set is generated this SQL query. Result is generated based on SQL query. Say present, don't write this program. Present, don't write this program. Don't write this diagram. First, we write the notes only. Okay. Result set is generated based on SQL query. Here, present, like this we have. If I write select star from student, 3 columns comes, all 3 records comes. Suppose if I write select roll number comma marks from student, if I write, how many columns comes? 2 columns comes. Okay. Suppose if I write select marks, select name comma marks from student, then how many columns? 2 columns comes. Select a star from student where marks are greater than or equal to 80. Then how many records comes? 2 records comes. 80 above. 83, 93. Now, select a star from student where roll number equal to 2. Then how many records comes? 1 record. Like this, select a query. 100 types also you can write, no? Those who didn't study, you will study in Oracle class because it is Java class. Okay, you will study in Oracle class. Very depth about select. So select a query only 100 types we can write. Hundreds of types. That's what I given here. Based on SQL query. Result set and table, it is not same. Table, all records, all fields will be there here in a table. But result set according to your request, the response comes. Now, suppose if you write select star from student where roll select star from student, if you write, what will happen? All will come. All. Now don't write this diagram. Don't write. I'll give you time for writing. Present, don't write. Here, roll number, name, marks. After completion, present, don't write. Let's we have. Now, this is an object. An object, but we are calling like a result set. This object referred by RS. This object referred by RS. Like this we are calling. Okay. Now you observe through Java application, I'll send select a star from student. Then database side, that query executed, this total data as an object, it comes. Then result set generated. Whenever result set is generated, then result set pointer or cursor points to before first record. It will be before first. Now, what we have to do? We have to move the cursor here. We have to display this one. We have to display this one. We have to display this one. Again, we have to move the cursor. Again, we have to display like this. Again, we have to move the cursor. We have to display. But directly, only RS if you write, get the output. You have seen what is the output came. Method if already implemented, according to our requirement, you have to write the code that's not implemented. Now you observe result set is an object. It's set of rows. So it contains these records. Rows, set of rows. It is generated based on SQL query. I return select star from student. That's what as it is came. If you write select star from student where roll number equal to 2, only second record comes. Okay, like that. Only second record comes. If it is like that. So if you write select star from student where roll number equal to 2, only this one will be there here. Now, after getting next, write it. Whenever result set is generated, then result set pointer or cursor points to before first record. Before first record. Whenever result set is generated, then result set pointer or cursor before first record. Whenever result set is generated, then result set pointer or cursor points to before first record. Is it over? See, result set contains data. It's like it's an object. It contains data that is generated based on SQL query. Whenever cursor will be before first record. Cursor is here. Okay. Now, how to access this data? That is, I'll explain. How to access that data? I'll explain. Now, is it over? Writing is over. Now, result set methods required. Java.sql.result set. Here, no logic, nothing, only library. Only library. Okay. See, in a one interface, how many methods are there? Almost 500 methods are there. 500 methods are there in this interface. Okay. Like this, so many methods are there. Present, our application purpose, whatever required, I'll give. After joining in the company, Team leader will give a task. For that task, which method required? You have to search. That knowledge required. But before getting a job is different. After getting a job is different. This word many times I told in core Java classes. Before getting a job, whatever required to get a job, you have to remember. After getting a job, no need to remember. Open Google, search. From Google, copy, paste. But in interview, can you copy, paste? No. That's what. Whatever required, you are learning. After getting a job, search in this API. Search in Google. People are doing that one only. Right or wrong, you check it out. It is compulsory. Otherwise, no. Who will remember these all? Can you remember? Student cannot remember. Faculty cannot remember. James Gosling also cannot remember. Okay. Because hundreds of packages are there. Thousands of classes are there. Lakhs of methods are there. No one can remember. It is not possible. James Gosling also person only, no? How can he remember? So no one can remember. That much vast library is there. After joining in the company, if they give a task, for that task, which method required? You have to search. After searching, the method how to call, already you know. Instance method is there, how to call, you studied. Class method is there, how to call, you studied. Constructor is there, how to call, you studied. Apply. That knowledge you apply, that's it. But how to search? Searching also some experience required. If even people, they do not know how to search, what they'll do? They'll search in Google. If you search in Google, also redirected here only. It will come to here only. Okay. That is Google API, Java API documentation is there, no? See, I have shown already in advanced Java class also I have shown, I think. API documentation will be there. Everything, a description also available. See, Java API documentation, 19 version. First link only comes. See, Java Platform Standard Edition and Java Development Kit version 19 API specification. If you scroll down, these all modules, Java 9 feature. These many modules are there. Only module names also you cannot remember. Okay. Now, first module, it is core Java and JDBC. Java.base. Module Java.base. Basics. Here. Packages. See. Java.io. Java.lang. Java.lang.annotation. Java.lang.constant. These all present in this module. It is one module. This type of module, so many are there. In that, suppose java.lang or java.sql. Alphabetical order. Okay. That is another module comes. Now suppose java.lang. Java.lang. In this lang package, classes interfaces. See, classes interfaces. Each class, each method description also is there. Suppose integer class. If we click here, methods, variables, methods. See, every method description. It's a one class. Still scroll bar here only. You observe. Still scroll bar there only. See, it's a one class. This type of classes in core Java library only, almost 5,000 classes are there. 5,000. Then who will remember? No one can remember. You studied Java language. With that language, access library. After joining in the company, search. In this documentation, search. Searching only takes time. Writing program very quickly possible. Searching only takes time. If you know the searching knowledge is there, you can search here. Searching knowledge is not there, search in Google. As a beginner, you will search in Google. After getting some experience, you will search here. Both possible. If you search in Google, also redirected to here only. But that is not now. after getting a job, those are working in a software company as a Java programmer, you ask them, are they using Google or not daily? Every day they'll use Google. Without Google, they cannot work. Those are already working. 10, 20 years experienced people also, they have to use Google, compulsory. Everyone will use Google. Otherwise, not possible to work in a software company. Okay. That is after joining. Present, whatever required we are teaching, that is you have to remember. After getting job, you follow that one. Okay. Now, how to display? See, yeah, there are so many search engines are there. Even recently, Chat GPT also came now. That is also you can use. Now, this data, if you want to retrieve, methods required. Whatever required present, that is I'll give, remaining I'll delete. Methods. Right, this one. These all note down. It returns true and moves a cursor to next record. If the record is present, otherwise returns false. It returns result set metadata. Right is all. With this, we can write program. Is it over? So next method, if we call, it returns true and moves the cursor to next record if the record is present. Otherwise returns false. The above three methods are used to get the data from result set. It returns result set metadata reference. I would explain. Is it completed? Not over. Say next method, if you call, what it will do, say it returns true and moves the cursor to next record if the record is present. Otherwise returns false. Next method, first whenever result set is generated, then result set pointer or cursor points to which record? Before first record. Before first record, I already notes I given. So here in this diagram, first of all, cursor is here. If I call next method, what it returns? True, and moves the cursor to first record. Again next, true, cursor moves to second. Again next, true, cursor moves to third. Again next, false. So that is cursor movement method. This first method. It returns true and moves the cursor to next record if the record is present. Otherwise returns false. Record is there, true return, cursor moved. Record is not there, false return and stopped. Okay. These three methods later I'll explain. Next, result set metadata. What exactly this one I'll explain. First of all, it is what is 1 year? 1 is a roll number. 2 is a, 3 is a, can I call data? Yes, 1 is a data, 2 is a data, 3 is a data. 1 is a roll number, 2 is a roll number, 3 is a roll number. But what is roll number? Roll number also data. This is data, this is data, this is data, this is metadata. So next node, metadata. It means data about data. It means data about data. It means data about data. You observe here, 1 is a data, 2 is a data, 3 is a data, roll number also data. But it is a data about this data. It is a data about this data. It is a data about this data. That's what it is called metadata. It is called metadata. It is called metadata. Data about data. This totally called result set metadata. Note down. Result set metadata. It means data about result set. How many columns are there? How many fields are there? That information is called result set metadata. Database metadata. It means data about database. It means data about database. It means data about database. Say what is 1 roll number, what is 2 roll number, what is 3 roll number, what is roll number, that is also data. That is metadata. 1, 2, 3 called data, roll number is called metadata. Like that, roll number, name, marks, totally called result set metadata. Data about database is called database metadata. Suppose which database we are using? Oracle. Which version you are using? 11.2, 11G. Which edition we are using? Express edition. This is called database metadata. Data about database, database metadata. Data about result set metadata. Like that we'll call. Okay. Now you observe. First of all, from this diagram, this data we have to extract. This data, cursor is here only. This data we have to extract. For extracting that is only method is there. Get metadata. Then result set metadata comes. After getting this one, again this interface methods are there to extract the data. Everyday library only advanced Java. No logic, nothing. Only library. Core Java different, advanced Java different. Okay. That is, we'll see on Monday. Program not completed, diagram not completed. So that's what Monday you can write. Monday we'll see continuation. Online student, just wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online student, just wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify.